welcome to Diane Potter Yoga. I'm Diane Potter. Today I got some Yoga Dance 5 in mind. I'm just thrilled about it. So what you're going to need is 2 blocks. I would like to have a tennis ball on each side of my mat today. You don't need it. Maybe you don't need it all, but I like to, in Skandasana, I like to have a tennis ball under my heel because I cannot always get it straight to the floor, and it helps my balance and posture in that pose. So it's up to you if you need it or not. I don't know. Let's start with some cleansing breaths. So like some 5 deep breaths, okay? I would like to begin with a sound vibration of Om. We can just kind of hum out the ah sound in the home. Very holy sound, the sound of all prayers. So exhale completely and like to feel the vibration in your heart. When it's over, like just let go, exhale, exhale, exhale. Let the breath rise, breathe in. Now bring your attention into your heart. Ask your heart what its deepest intention for showing up at the mat today. What brings you to your yoga mat? If you do not have an intention that arises, allow for your mind, which is, as usual, to get out of my own way and be the person that I was created to be. Let's start first interlacing your fingers. Now, this is a nice place. If being on the tops of your feet bothers your ankles anyway, you can sit on a block, the lowest height. Your hands, interlace your fingers, breathe, exhale, tuck your chin, roll your spine, tuck your tailbone, breathe in, breathe out. Reach over to the left. And over to the right. Forward. Inhale, look up, chin up. Reach your arms back, reach your chin down, and look up again. Reach your right arm down and your left arm over. Maybe take your left ear to your left shoulder. Breathe into the right side of your neck. Your left hand over your ear. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Take your right hand to your right shoulder. Just let them rest. Let your hands just rest. Your left ear is moving towards your left shoulder. Find where the tension lives and breathe into your neck. And release. And let your neck come to regular, normals. Let's take that again. Arms interlace forward. Tuck your tailbone in your chin. Over to your left. Over to your right. I'm sorry. Just left. Take your left hand down. Reach right arm over. Reach right arm behind you. You can look at the ceiling if you want. You can move your arm around to find space. Create space and breathe. Way around. Take your right ear, your right shoulder. Breathe into the left side of your neck. Maybe you're ready to take your right hand over your head. Breathe. And left hand on your left shoulder. And release, let the neck come to normal. Take your hands. The backs of your hands are going to be on the mat behind you. Just kind of leaning in, stretching out the backs of your wrists, forearms, quadriceps. Breathe. Now reach behind you, tense your fingers up. Your heels of your hands can come off the ground a little bit. We lean into it. The front of your hands, your palms are on the ground. Breathing in this direction into your wrists and ankles too. Lift your knees up. Cracking is good. Creating space in the feet and ankles for this. Waking yourself up. It's all good. All right, excellent. Let's just do that one more. I love this stretch to start with. All of your toes are on the ground, sitting on the block. Now you're in a higher level sitting on the block. Or if that's not comfortable, you could just lean over your legs into a child's pose, which is probably where we're going to go very soon anyway. It's good time to stretch your wrists out. Like make the stop sign. Pull your fingers back towards your face. Breathe. Switch the stop sign. Fingers are pointing down. Take your fingers and pull them towards your body. Breathe. Take your left arm in front of your right arm in front of your left, and bring your left arm out to the right. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Getting deeper into the shoulders and neck here. and toes. You almost forget about your toes now, huh? Breathe. Breathe into the left side of your neck and then let that go. Take your right hand up to a stop sign. Take your fingers and pull them towards your head and breathe. Left hand down, fingers face down, palm facing the wall. Pull your fingers towards your body. Breathe. Right hand, I'm stretching out the right wrists right now. Take the right arm across your body, left arm pulls it close. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Okay, excellent. Let's release. Check that out. Let's take the block on the rectangular side, like the second highest. So you're kind of sitting, that's underneath you, clasp hold of all of your toes, and then pull the backs of your feet up. Lifting, waking up the feet, excellent. Let's come onto all fours, and you rotate your ankles, take the other way. Let's take a child's pose. So just rest your head, forehead on the ground. Embody the surrender. Press your fingertips into the ground. Start to activate your arms. Press the pads into the ground. So bring your chin up. Spread your shoulder blades away from each other. Round your forehead to the ground, bring your shoulders close. Chin up, shoulders detached. Spread out, shoulders spread away from each other. And now tuck your chin, round your head, forehead to the ground. Flatten your shoulders down. Let's take the left arm up. Let's thread the needle. Take a shoulder opening here. And let's reverse. Take the right arm to the ceiling. Thread the needle. Rest on the side of your head and breathe. Come out to all fours. Let's do a couple of cat cows. Chin up, tailbone up, reach up, breathe in. And exhale, round. Tuck your tailbone, tuck your chin, pull your belly up and let go on the exhale. Inhale, chin up, hips up, look up. Bring your hips back. And reach hips forward, keep looking up over your wrists. And tuck your hips down for cobra. to the table. Let's do a like a floating table. I'm on the tops of my feet. If it's more comfortable, you can come onto your toes. But if you are on the top of the feet, try this. Try to lift and roll through your feet to a downward facing dog. Let's start to pedal your feet out. Knees are bending one knee and the other knee. Put your feet together. Bring your knees to the left and your hips to the right. Side stretch. And the other way. And let's bring the hips all the way to the right. Knees down. Take a seat. Take a twist over your right shoulder. Let's go back to the downward facing dog. Knees to the right. Knees to the left. Knees to the right. And then just shift your hips all the way to the ground for that twist. Go over your left shoulder, twist your elbow, gets to your knees. Making up, yes. Sideways more. Okay, shoulders. Let's float the table again. 5 breaths. Just turning on the shoulders and the core. Let's drop our knees. Let's start with a headstand. So, headstand. You can come to a wall if you'd like to. You make the tripod. So you're holding on to each elbow with your hand, and then interlace your fingers. The back of your head is going to go right into the backs of your hands. You're going to be very careful to use only maybe 30% of your body weight on your head. Most of your body weight is going to be pressing into your shoulders and arms, and the core is engaged, and you're lifting your muscles towards the ceiling. So once you get in, it's about the alignment and the shoulders, so it's not like you're not dumping weight onto your neck, okay? They say, yogis, Harry said, you grow young in this pose. So let's do that. Let's invert. Take the back of our head into our hands. Walk your legs in. Now you can either bend your knees and bring them to your chest, or you can try to float your legs up, breathing in. Or you can perhaps float one at a time. Go out the same way you came in, so it's either bent knees or core is engaged, and you're lowering down your legs together to float. And rest in child's pose again. So you can take your wrists right underneath your ankles for a nice deep massage for your forearms and wrist crease. Breathe. Surrender what just happened. Surrender the past. Holy Spirit, release me from my past. Detach me from the future. Help me be present in the now. That will be done. And release your wrists.
come to a puppy pose, more shoulders. So your fingers can be tied, fingertips are, thumbs are touching. Tense your fingers. Rest your forehead on the ground. From your elbows. Just relax your forehead, just relax. If you want more, slide your body a little bit forward and reach your chest towards the ground. Your chin does not have to touch the ground. You're looking up. Press your elbows, bring your hips forward into a Sphinx pose. Now, if this is where you're comfortable, just on your elbows, it's a beautiful place for Sphinx. If you want a little bit longer extension in the spine, come up onto one block or two blocks. Place them right underneath your rib cage. Take a peek at your toes. Make sure your toes are all flat on the ground and they're reaching directly from your hips back. Bring your tailbone forward, your chest and heart through your arms. Core is engaged. Now tighten the butt cheeks. Tighten the legs. Feel how that changes the pose and breathe. Press your elbows. Lift your hips. Press your knees. Walk your hands on the blocks. If there are blocks in front of you, take another cat pose. Check, chin is tucked. Chin is tucked. Tailbone is tucked. And then bring your tailbone back. Hands on the blocks. Another puppy pose. Your chin does not have to touch. Excellent. Let's release that. Let's take the blocks out to our side. Hands and knees. Let's lift our hips up for downward dog. And let's just walk our feet forward all the way to our hands. Release the hands. Maybe you can put them on the shins, the knees, underneath the knees, or the floor, wherever you are. Nice long spine. And then release, fold over your legs. Bend your legs as much as you need to get your chest and your stomach on your thighs. And then, when that happens, clasp both elbows with your hands. And then work towards straight. And it doesn't matter how long it takes for that to happen. What matters is that you're breathing, you're surrendering, and you're not have no tension in your neck at all. You can shake it, yes, and make sure you're not holding in your shoulders or your neck. You're getting a stretch from your heels all the way to the backs of your legs, all the way up through each vertebra of your spine to the crown of your head. You're getting a stretch to the very top neck bone. Now bring your forearms a little bit closer to your feet. And release. Release your arms. You can dangle them if you like. You can put your the backs of your wrists on the floor. I always love that extra stretch. You can hug your legs into your body. Keep making sure you just keep lifting the tailbone up. And let's just roll up one vertebra at a time. Inhale, arms up to a T. Let's get that T going. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart to the ceiling. Make an offering. Belly's in, hips are forward. Really forward. Keep reaching your hips forward. Lifting through your heart. Up to the ceiling. Look at your hands. Flat back, fold down. Nice long straight spine as you fold. Let it go. Swan dive all the way up. Reaching your hands to the ceiling. Let's bend the right knee into the chest. Gaze on a point. Gaze is fixed on a point. Softly. We're going to try to keep that right leg active as we reach back for crescent pose. Nice and slow through the transitions through Warrior Three. Alright, take Warrior Three, take crescent pose. Let's take a twist, standing twist, open up to the left. Standing twist. We're going to rotate our arms around. The right arm is going to go through to Warrior Two, left hand forward. Take Peaceful Warrior, left side. Left hand on your left elbow on your left knee. Side angle pose, modify, breathe. Let's reach around back. This is Peaceful Warrior. Straighten the left leg for reverse triangle. Breathe. And let's float our arms to frame the left foot. Come onto the ball of the right foot for modified pyramid pose. Breathe. And try to do this without making any noise at all. So you need to come to the tops of your fingertips. Let's take the left leg, swing it up to the ceiling. Put it down by the right leg. And take 3 hops to the top. Maybe try to see if you can catch some hang time. Let's bring our knees into our chest. If you want to come to a wall, don't blame me if you feel safer at the wall. I can never feel safer at the wall. Let's do that. Let's come to the wall. Bend the knees. Up. Keep breathing up. Get one more. And if you're stuck, stay there. Stay there. If you get stuck up there and you stick your little jump to handstand, that's a beautiful, fun thing. So just go ahead and stay. Or come down to a yogi squat when you're ready. Breathe. Pull everything to the center. Knees against your elbows, elbows against your knees. Lift up. Your heart's reaching up. Let's take our arms up. Press through the heels and lift up. Let's take that half back bend. Arms in a T. Heart lifts, squeeze your hips forward, pull your belly in, reach your head back, and then come all the way up. Look at your hands, bring them to your heart. Remember your intention. What brought you to the mat today? Let's bring our hands up. We're going to get to do the other side. Oh, nice. We're going to have some sunshine. Already morning came. Okay,
leg, left knee bends, bring it up, straight out. We're going to take warrior 3 to crescent pose, breathing. Find a crescent pose. We're going to take a side twist first, so open up to the right. Let's cartwheel our arms around warrior 2 to the right. Let's take a peaceful warrior. Let's take modified side angle. Let's flow again through reverse peaceful warrior. Let's take reverse triangle. Let's frame the right foot. Come up onto the balls of the left foot and take pyramid pose. Let's sweep the right leg all the way back. Let's practice our jump hop. So what we're going to do is we're going to stay at the back of our mat unless you want to move closer to the wall. We're going to remember that technique where we're aiming our butt to the wall. Imagine the wall is in front of your fingertips and you're aiming your butt and you're seeing if you can find any hang time. So as you're bending your knees, keep your knees magnetized towards each other. Bend your knees, tip your toes, magnetize your legs. Exhale completely on an inhale. Try to aim your butt to hit the wall. Ooh, it's exciting, I know, it's exciting. Legs are together. And then come forward. Long flat back, exhale, fold. Let go of whatever just happened, let go. Let go, let go, let go. Inhale, flat back on up. Let's add to the flow. Take the little back bend here, heart lifts. Exhale, open. Hands to your heart. Stabilize yourself, arms up. Right knee comes up. We are going to take warrior 3. Gaze is on a point. Reaching, reaching, reaching to the crescent pose. Step forward in crescent pose, breathe in. Really just open up into warrior 2, left side, breathe. We'll take reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Let's straighten the left leg for triangle, reverse triangle, breathe. Let's bend the left knee again. Let's bring our left arm all the way down for side angle pose. Shoulders pressing against the knee, the knees pressing against the shoulder. Tucking your left hip under, create space, breathe. Let's take our left hand in front of our left foot and take a Ardha Matsyendrasana. Half moon pose. Let's bend the left leg. Keep the left hand down for triangle pose. Lift up. Stretch in every direction. On the inhales, you're pulling your tailbone and spine away from each other for triangle. On your exhale, you're finding a twist. The neck's looking up if it doesn't bother the neck to look up only.
let's take the left hand, frame the left foot, sweep the left foot back to the ceiling. Put it right where the right foot is, so it's right in the center of the back of your mat, right leg sweeps the sky. Let's take some more jumps to the top. So let's do the easy one. To the right knee, the foot could be right, the right foot could be right under your nose, kind of, and the left leg comes up. And engage the core, press into, first step is pressing into the wrists, and then you're gonna shift the weight, if you find hang time, to the balls of your pads of your hands, and then your knuckles, and then your fingertips. Breathe. Magnetize your arms towards each other. Press your inhale. Then come to the front top of the mat. Nice long flat back. Exhale, fold over the legs. Let your head go. Let it go. Whatever just happened, forgive yourself. You're still a really good person. Doesn't matter. Breathe in all the way up. Heart lift. And to the top. Let's just clear it out. Exhaling arms through your body. And then find Tadasana. Lift your heart. Square your shoulders and hips. Magnetize towards the center. Find all 4 points evenly on the ground of your right foot. Arms up. Left knee comes to your chest. Nice and slow. Gaze is on the point. Strength is built in the transitions. Reach in every direction for Warrior 3. To the crescent pose. Breathe in. Open up into Warrior 2, looking over the right wrist. Let's Peaceful Warrior. Straighten the right leg. Reverse triangle, breathe. Let's bring our right arm all the way down into our front, or you can rest your elbow on your knee like we did before for modified side plank. Side angle pose, or take the side angle where your knee is pressing against your shoulder against your knee. Side angle. Now look at the foot look at the mat, about a foot in front of your right foot. Take your right hand there and blossom open into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Breathe. Left leg comes down for a triangle pose. Lengthening your spine and creating length in every direction. Reach your feet. The crown of the head away from the tailbone. The fingers away from each other. And let's rotate around on the framing the right foot for pyramid pose. Come back. Take that. Let's take that handstand on the other side. So now left foot is under your nose. It's just little hops. Little hops are perfectly fine. Just take as many as it takes to get to the top of the mat, and if you can catch hang time, great. So I'm going to push into my hands as I raise the right leg and bend the left knee into the chest. That seems to work best. Go for 3 tries. Or 4, whatever it takes. And then come back into a squat and shake out your wrists.
Excellent. Good job.
Let it go. Let go whatever just happened. Let it go. Maybe clasp your hands and rotate your wrists around and the other way. Forward. Just tuck your chin over your legs. Stretching out your back. Let's press our ankles and press them towards each other as we lift ourselves up into one last flow. Back bend first, heart opens, lift up, hips forward, belly in. And walk your feet towards each other. You can start with the hands on your waist. Right knee comes to your chest. Let's take a dive into Warrior Three. Let's take the crescent pose. From crescent, let's take a twist. From your hands to your heart, twist over the left leg. Keep that right leg strong. Or you want to take a break, you can take that right knee onto the ground. Look over your left shoulder. Let's open up into Warrior Two. Let's rotate our wrists around. And rotate the other way. Pull your fingers way far away from each other. And take reverse warrior. Peaceful warrior. All the way to the inside of the foot. 4. Side angle pose. Let's take the right hand to the ceiling. Let's take the left hand outside the left foot for Sugar King. No, not Sugar King. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana, half moon pose. If you want to take Sugar King, you can bend the right knee, hold on to the right foot, reach the foot away from you, heart opens. Reach back. Back into reverse warrior. Frame the left foot. Sweeps the sky. And the right foot sweeps the sky. Let's take some hop switches in between. You know what? Even before we do that, let's practice our forearm stand. So on hands and knees, your forearms. Imagine that your forearm and your hand is a big foot, and that's how you're going to balance in your forearm stand. There's a lot of real estate here to keep you upright. If you want to go to a wall, go to a wall. I think the most accessible way for forearm stand is to start with your hips elevated as much as possible, the core is engaged. Bring the right knee into the chest as you lift the left leg straight up. That is the easiest entry. I would like to demo a puppy press handstand, forearm stand. So you do you. I'll show you the easy way and then I will go into the puppy press, okay? So you can stay wherever you are. If you land for the first time your your forearm stand and you want to stay there, ignore my directions and stay there. That's perfectly good. It's your class. If you don't want to skip out on the forearm practice, you can just take a puppy or a puppy plank like this. Forearm plank. And this is dolphin pose. Where you're walking, you're just building strength in your shoulders. Maybe rock back and forth on your toes. It's a beautiful place to build strength for your shoulder stand. But if you're going to shoulder stand, let's do this. Walk your feet into your chest. Walk your feet into close to your body. Lift your hips up. Gaze is forward over your fingers. Right leg comes to the sky. Left knee comes into your chest, and then just reach up. Press your fingers down. See if you can land that. That's great. Stay there if you got it. I'm gonna do a puppy press, so magnetizing my fingers, forearms, wrists, elbows to the ground, walk my feet out. Then take the right knee and bend it, bend it, bend it, and lift your hips back. Hips are forward of your wrists, okay? That is gonna lift the left leg up. And then just, whatever happens, just bring it in the direction of up. Gaze forward of your fingers. Keep lifting everything up to the ceiling. Breathe. Going to come out of this by bending into a puppy again. Hips are forward of the and then left leg comes down. Ooh, shake it out, let it go. Let it go in child's pose. Whatever happened, you're a good person. I do like to put my wrists under my ankles and pose of a child. We still get to do the other side of the flow. So let's do the other side of the flow. We'll come into the downward facing dog. We're going to bring the left leg and right leg touch in the middle of the mat. Right leg to the ceiling. Right leg sweeps outside of the right hand. Come into a crescent pose, right side. Breathe. Take this twist, bring your hands to the heart, twist over the right leg. Thank you, God. And the left leg comes up, strong left leg, strong twist. Breathe. Come all around for warrior 2. Rotate your wrists. And the other way. Pull your fingers long. Peaceful warrior. Reach the arm through for side angle pose. Shoulder against knee, knee against shoulder. Step your right hand to the right for Ardha Matsyendrasana, half moon pose. Now take hold of your left foot with your left hand and reach your heel away from your butt. Nice back bend here, breathe. Frame the left foot, frame the right foot, take the left foot back. Pyramid pose. Right leg sweeps the sky. We're going to do the other side. So right leg is up in the air. Come onto your forearms. You can just stay here if you like. If you want to take the puppy press or the easier way to get in, just shift your right hip over your wrists. Take the left jump up. Find forearm stand. Release. Let go of whatever just happened. Rest in child's pose. come to all fours. Let's do a plank. Look over the right shoulder, bring your hips to the right. Look over your left shoulder, bring your hips to the left. Let go of everything just happened. Make tailbone circles. Make hip circles forward and back for dancing lion. Let's come into a plank pose. Maybe shift up and down in your plank. Let's shift over to a side plank. You can take the right knee down for modified side plank if you like. Take the left knee up for tree plank. And then take the left foot right behind you for wild thing. Open your heart. Let's rotate all the way around. Take the left knee. We're going to take the left knee through for a falling pigeon. So bring the left hand down, rotate the knee all the way to the front and then out to the right side of the mat. Breathe. Stay here, lift your heart, your shoulders, feel proud. Or fold over the leg. Take your right leg all the way around in front of your left. Let's bend the left knee. Right leg is right on top of it. I bend the right leg as well so the right knee and the right leg are bent for Gomukhasana. Take your hands behind you and let the wrist come off the floor. Lean back into the wrist first. The tops of the hands, the backs of your hands on the mat behind you. Lean back. And let's fold over the legs. Three more breaths. And come all the way up. Bend the left knee in. Take the right hand behind you. Nice straight long spine. Look over the right shoulder. Let's rotate the other way. Reverse the twist. Let's get to do the other side. Step forward the right leg. Come into a plank pose. Let's just rock up and down on our wrists, building strength in that forward position where your body weight is forward of your wrists. So tips of your toes, gaze is forward or forward and slightly down. All right, let's roll over for a side plank. Side plank is important to line up your wrists under your shoulder. Lift your hips up. Make as if you are twisting a jar of
something underneath and opening it to the left. You're engaging the shoulders, protecting the shoulders, strengthening the side body. Your right leg can come up, tree, for a couple breaths, or not. And then right leg could go right behind you for the heart opening. Wild thing, breathe. Let's rotate around the leg. Right knee is coming through to the left for a fallen pigeon pose. Breathe first upright. Remember 3 things you're grateful for with an open heart. That's why we come to yoga. I do. To be who I'm supposed to be, to face the world with an open heart and courage and guidance. And let's fold over. If you're ready, if you'd like to, just relax over the right leg. Let's come up, take the left leg, swing it all the way around. Line up your legs for Gomukhasana, legs, right? You can take the tops of our hands down, lean into the wrists, lift the wrists up, tense your fingers, maybe so that you're only on your fingers. And the entire palm is off the ground. Now the backs of your hands are on the ground behind you. Palms are facing up. Your fingers are facing back. Just lean into the forearm stretch and breathe. Okay, let's fold over the legs. And come on up. Left knee bends. Let's take a twist. You can hug the left knee, look over the left shoulder, or you can twist against it. As long as you feel like you're not forcing anything. Your spine's nice and tall. Take your right ear to your right shoulder. Roll it all the way back around and take your left ear to your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. And then look over your left shoulder. Walk your hand a little closer. You have a nice, tall spine. You can imagine a white light from the crown of your head grounding you into the earth. Going through each vertebrae, waking up. This spinal fluid energy. Anything locked in the sacrum areas, just releasing and exiting. Let it go. Let it go. Excellent. And turn the left foot.
Let's come into a pistol squat. So, your left foot's gonna be on the ground, your right leg comes straight forward. Right leg is forward. Right heel comes on the ground. Come onto the left knee, and the right knee bends. We're gonna bring the left leg back. We're gonna come into a Well-deserved hip opener, hip flexor opener, heart opens, breathe. Right leg back. Crescent pose, Anjaneyasana. Breathe. And open. Flex the right leg, fold over the right leg. I'm scooting back on my mat because I went a little bit further than I wanted to go. Breathe. Let's take that right knee back. Come back to our heels. Set down. You're on the right toe. Let's take that pistol squat. Right, left leg is forward. Let's come to the right knee. Shift the weight into the left foot. Come over the left ankle. Right hip is squeezing in. Heart is lifting up. Breathe. Crescent pose. Frame the left foot. Shift the hips back over the left leg. Fold over the left leg. And let's take a split or not, or you can just build strength and your flexibility by holding on to 2 blocks outside of your left leg and coming down to whatever suits you, or you can even rest one of your legs on a block, the front leg. You can stay here and hang out here. This is a nice place to hang out. Or if you want to go deeper, you can go deeper. It's your practice. Breathe. I'm going to grab a tennis ball. Place it right under my ischial tuberosity, the butt bone, and massage the attachments of my hamstrings. I like that. Breathe. Let's bring the left foot back to the tabletop. Shake the legs out. Let's take the right leg straight through for a split pose. Blocks on either side of your body. Hang out wherever you are. You can hang out. Breathe. Building strength and flexibility, or you can rest on a block, whatever your body is telling you to do. Let's twist over our legs. Upavishta Konasana, wide angle fold. You need to stay here. If your hips are really tight and you want to sit on a block or a pillow,
And just stay here. That's a wonderful stretch. You can go as far as your body's telling you to go. You can take a bolster, or you can come up on your elbows. You gotta do you.
Then let your body just gradually open. We'll be here for a couple minutes, getting into the fascia.
When you're ready, out of that, swing your legs together, hold on to your knees, and take some back bends here. I had it in my heart to do a drop back from Scorpion. Yeah, I like to do that. So you can pause me if you want, and you can set up your couch. If a couch or chair, sturdy chair against a wall is perfect. I have a couch not against the wall. I have tennis shoes stuck under the couch, and I'll move the camera angle so we can see what happens. All right, so back bends first.
Let's first take a bridge pose. So you're just going to press into your heels, lift your hips up. You know, we could actually take this as a roll. Let's roll this up. Let's roll this up. So you're going to press into your heels and press and roll through each vertebra. Just keep rolling up, keep pressing up. Keep rolling all the way up. Bring your arms down by your side. Squeeze your knees. Bring your knees towards each other energetically. Your chin is not in your chest. Chin is, your neck is kind of flush, straight, looking at the ceiling. Breathe, press into your heels. Keep lifting your tailbone up. Then just roll out of this the same way you came in, one vertebra at a time, all the way down through your spine. Let's windshield wiper our legs. Take constructive rest. Your knees are towards each other. I'm going to take 2 more back bends. So feel free to do the same bridge pose where you just roll through your vertebrae in your spine, squeeze your knees towards each other, lift your hips up. And when you're ready to come down, roll out 1 vertebra at a time. Wonderful stretch where you can rest your hips on a block for more relaxation, or the tallest level for a deeper stretch. Wherever you are is fine. It's your practice. I'm going to take a back bend. So fingertips facing the shoulders, walking the feet closer to the body. On an inhale, I'm going to lift, and then I'm going to come to the top of my head. I'll exhale, and then I will lift up again on another inhale, okay? So you can, if you're doing it with me, exhale, and then breathe in and come up. Pause, bring your hands closer, walk your feet wherever they need to go, and inhale, come all the way up. going to come to my tippy toes and walk my fingers a little closer to my feet. I'm gonna look at the mat and maybe I'm gonna rotate my hips back and forth. And then I'm gonna come to the top of my head and I'm just gonna roll to the top of my back of my neck and I'm gonna roll down each vertebra of the spine. I'm gonna come into constructive rest because I have one more back bend to do. Feel the heart and vibrations of the body from back bends. Back bends bring lots and lots of energy. So let's enjoy that. Let's bring our hands over our head again. Come to the top of your head and inhale. Exhale, fingers closer to your spine. And then inhale, press all the way up. And just walk back and forth, rock on your toes, press your heels. Lift through your heart, squeeze through your hips and butt. Gaze is on the ground between your hands or closer to the back of the mat. Breathe. Chest is going through your arms. Keep looking at the floor. Press your arms straight. Breathe. And when you're ready, one vertebra at a time falls down. Excellent, beautiful. Let go. Let it go. Bring your feet straight up. Viparita Dandasana, waterfall pose. You can hold on to your legs if you like. Rotate your ankles. Clap your feet together. And let go, whatever just happened, let it go. Bring your hands, knees into your heart. Make a ball and roll back and forth over your legs. Rock your knees out to the left and look over the right shoulder. You can take your left hand and press your right shoulder down to create space. You can hold that with your right fingers and your right shoulder and bring your left hand down to your hip and pull it away from your shoulder. Gently create space. Breathe, surrender, and now let's go over, bring the knees through to the other side, and then take the left hand to the left shoulder, maybe the right hand on the left shoulder, push it down. Right hand on the right hip, the left hand on the left shoulder. Release. This is constructive rest. You can end your practice here. You can take a Shavasana. Or you can come with me and practice some falling from scorpions on the couch, which are a lot of fun and seriously modified, truth be told. But we are open enough and for the modifications, all right? So let's do that. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna move my camera angle. So what I would suggest, if you do not have a couch that is flush with the wall, you just take sneakers or whatever it is
and get it stable. Test it, make sure that it's stable before we fall into it. Okay. Okay. All right, so we are in front of the couch, right? The block. We are kind of in a tight little downward facing dog. Let's come to the heels of our hands, heels of our feet, fingertips and heels of our feet. And then let's come to our tippy toes and shift up over. Press your knuckles, press your finger pads. Release round through your shoulders, release through your neck. Breathe. Look at gazing forward. And then come backward. Take your hands, slip them under your feet. Release your neck. Let's do that some more. Come onto your heels, press into your fingers, releasing your neck, release, 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 release. And then press the knuckles, finger pads over your wrists, breathe. Shifting your weight over your wrists. And breathe. All right, now, you're gonna be stepping on the block. Your hands and feet, about 3 feet. You've blocked about 3 feet from the couch. You might have to measure the distance for yourself and find out what works. Your hands are in between the couch and the block. Come onto your left foot first. Bring the right knee up straight to the ceiling. Okay, right knee straight to the ceiling, right foot straight to the ceiling. Lean your body weight over towards the couch. Your head is reaching into the couch, and then using your core and the arms and the back to come into a handstand or a scorpion, bending both legs over your head, and then just drop your legs. You did it. Press your chest through your arms for the back bend. Lovely, wonderful. Just come to your couch and rest. Let it go. Let your head fall over. Just be like a little kid. Embrace your child. Let your head fall. Bring your knees over the couch. Some deep breaths. Feel your heart is open. It's so good. Approaching the world with a playful, open heart. What more could you want? What more could anybody want? Okay, let's roll over to the side and come on up. Practice a couple more of those lovely poses. So here we are. We'll do the opposite foot. Left foot is now on the block. When you're ready, left foot's on the block, and the right leg comes straight up to the sky. On the tippy toes, your head's into the couch. Find it, and then reach your head into your couch as you lift your left foot, and left knee bends. Pressing through all of the parts of your hand and your fingertips, squeezing your arms, bend your legs, bring them over, fall into the couch, and take that back bend. And again, collapse on the couch, hug your knees into your chest. Congratulate yourself for whatever just happened. Be with whatever just happened. We'll just do one more. Roll over. You guys are troopers. We're all troopers today. Excellent. So, gonna put the block under my right foot. Gonna have my hands maybe about foot in front of the couch, maybe a little less. Remember, I'm going to really have my shoulders over my fingers, over my wrists, okay? Left leg comes straight to the ceiling. My body weight is forward of my wrists, and my head's absorbing most of the weight from the couch. Left knee bends, right knee bends. You can even practice your stag or your eagle legs. Ooh, that's exciting. Left leg bends, right leg bends. Just fold over. Just let your legs drop into the couch. And then bring your chest through again for that nice back bend. Look at the floor. And then surrender that. Let it all go. Legs up, head down. Release. Release whatever just happened.
thank your body for showing up to the practice. Thank your spirit for sticking with us. And thank God for the strength and flexibility in your body. And thank yourself for showing up for the work that took. Everyone is always challenged in yoga. Everyone is challenged. Yoga meets you where you are. That's the beauty of it. The most important thing is to be a kind person. To become a kind person, not to do a scorpion, but to become a kind person on the way. Let's release all of that in a forward fold. Let go completely. You can take your feet, stretch them away from your body, take your hips and pull out the extra love there and fold over the legs. To do some core. Zip everything back up together after the deep work we did in the back bend. So let's take some L-sits. A fun way for L-sit is to have the blocks slightly behind you. And just gonna lean, keep leaning back, keep the legs straight, lift them up, keep lifting them up, hold, and fold. Excellent. Fold over the legs one more time, let it go. Whatever just happened, let it go. And another wonderful way to end any kind of back bend practice is a handstand practice. Keep your legs up. Press practices because you're using a lot of the deep core. Even though we're cheated, you're using a lot of the ab wall, hip flexors. And the hip flexors need some time to release. So to keep them up on the couch is perfect. If you would, incorporate all the strength you gained right now, it's so imperative to do a Shavasana. For the muscle memory, you create the muscle memory and integrate your practice. And pull your body, mind back and spirit back into harmony. You deserve the Shavasana, you worked for it. Take a deep sense of gratitude as you drift and let yourself go.
can stay as long as you're ready. Some say that hip flexors need about 20 minutes, up to 20 minutes to release. So if you've got the time, stay there. And if you're ready to close, just lie down on your side. You make a pillow with your arm if you want. Take some deep transitioning breaths. Come to a seated pose, maybe sitting on a block. Some nice long space. Bring your hands to your heart. Thank you so much for joining your energy and flow. May you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be filled with love. May you be the light you're created to be. May you be joyful and radiant and blessed. And keep coming back. And like and subscribe. So I've got a lot more to give. The light in me bows to the light in you.